And welcome back to Life After the Cover Save, episode 342. I am your host, Robo Ed, and with me this week are my two lost boys, Blake and Travis.
Bangarang.
Bangarang, everybody. All right. So, in this episode 342, we are going to have two segments. First, we will talk about Travis coming up for a holiday visit.
Oh, yeah.
Followed by
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, ho, ho, ho. Followed by a small battlefield bargain or bust. And as a reminder, this month of December, you're going to be able to see the video episodes. So thank your patrons.
Our gift to you.
Yeah, well, it's our gift
Happy
to
birthday,
you,
Jesus.
And it's a gift from patrons to you guys too. So we appreciate you.
Thank you, patrons. You make this all possible.
Yeah, and the last thing, you guys, because you're watching the video, right? You guys get a chance to see
my new
Hook
nipple
talk.
piercing.
Well, our life after the cover save segment.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Yeah. So we did a poll in the patron area, and there was a first place winner.
Ooh.
Which we won't say yet. It's a surprise. But there was a three-way tie for second place, and I left it up to the guys here to choose, and Blake chose. And
I made the choice.
And it's a choice of a new generation.
Should I say the choice or no? We don't say it yet.
I believe I've said it already, but it's fine.
Did we say what the choice was?
Yes.
Oh, we did say it was Hook. I know you made a Lost Boys reference, but I don't remember.
We made a lot of, inferences.
Lost Boys? No, they're not. Are they called Lost Boys?
Yeah.
I thought that was a vampire movie.
Yeah, and that's a reference to Peter Pan.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
The vampire movie is a Peter Pan movie.
It's about kids who don't grow up.
Peter Pan's a vampire, yeah. Okay, all right. I didn't know that.
It's a hat on the hat.
Cool, bro.
Oh, boy.
The mom was Wendy?
Yeah, the mom was Wendy.
Who were the brothers? Oh, the two boys. Oh, no, save this for the life after. We're gonna do some deep analysis.
The brothers were the pirates, dude.
Shh, nope. Stop it.
Oh, man.
Schmeed. Stop me, Speed. Stop me. You have to stop me.
Yeah. Don't try to.
I'm excited. That's later, guys. That's later.
Yeah, I can't get into that right now. All right.
Hey, your beard's looking real good, Ed.
Oh, thank you.
It's getting nice and full.
Yeah.
Do we have you on a oil and cream regiment yet?
No.
All right, I'll get you hooked up, dude.
I use a cream.
Because I haven't seen you in this long of a beard before, I don't think. And just let me tell you, there's some extra maintenance that needs if you want to avoid that dreaded beard dander.
Yeah, I get some beard dander.
Yeah, it could be avoided, dude.
You know, it's probably your dark shirt underneath too. You know.
Yeah.
You know what happens is all this hair, it starts, sucking moisture and oils from the skin underneath the beard. So you need to nourish the beard so it doesn't feel the need to take the oils from the skin.
It's got its oils, so it'll just leave my flesh alone.
Exactly.
Well, what I was getting at is your dark shirt really frames the beard nicely.
Yeah.
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 Agreed.
Hey, get some creams in there, dude. I went short. I went shorter for the holidays.
Your pale neck skin really frames your beard very
All those
nicely.
skin
Bob.
tags, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make arrows that point to your beard, dude.
Check it out, it says. It's Braille.
Yeah, it's Braille.
Let me see what that is. That's a deaf person.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's, you know what?
It was a
spirit
Helen
of
Keller.
Travis, in the spirit of Travis, they're all basically the same.
You know.
Yeah.
So we got a bargain. We got a bargain bust.
Well, first thing
that's,
first.
That's later.
You had a winter visitor up in the Antelope Valley this past
Just in
weekend.
time. Yeah, it was. You decided there was multiple friends who were offering a chance to see them that weekend, and you chose the better friends.
I chose,
Yeah.
Well, I chose the shorter drive, ultimately.
Oh yeah, that is true too.
I chose the much shorter drive. Yeah.
Me too.
He was at Big Bear the week before.
A Big Bear. Yeah. I just wasn't prepared to make a big old trek up north.
That's
But
hard.
if you hop over into the Discord, and why don't you? Because it's a lovely place to hang out and meet some friends. I posted some pictures of the outfit I wore when I came up to Ed's house to hang out with Blake and Big Cat Josh himself. Blake, how would you describe this outfit that I wore?
It's like you can get an only. Never mind. It was a big, warm, jolly red Santa outfit.
Yeah, I was dressed as Santa,
Sweatpants,
but a very
sweatpants
specific Santa. This is the Santa from, like, if you remember the claymation Rudolph. There's a Santa hangs out for most of that movie without his big red cloak, just in red pants, suspenders, and a red shirt. And that was the Santa vibe I was going for. Kind of relaxed Santa, just hanging out before the holidays get started.
Before he really has to start to work.
Yeah. Before things really start picking up.
Because a one horse open sleigh. What is that? In a one horse open sleigh. That it gets a lot of wind. That's why he needs that. He needs those big robes.
Mm-hmm.
But you weren't on the sleigh. You weren't up there doing the thing, so you were lounging around.
And I appreciate that. I got a little bit of a reaction when I showed up for Ed, but Blake didn't even bat an eye. Didn't even mention that I was dressed as Santa Claus.
No,
it was just to be assumed I'd be dressed as something.
It's just like, I don't know. It's almost like if I walk in, if anytime I'm going to meet Travis, there's a 25, 30% chance he's going to be wearing some sort of outfit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's just the odds.
It's what's going to happen.
Either where it's dressing up for an event, for a role playing event, or a game event, or that's just the kind of guy he is. And you know what? I do this thing. I'm a teacher. I don't know if you know that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these things called attention-seeking behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned to ignore those things because I got to do my lesson.
Gotcha.
So probably there was almost a little bit of a subconscious, like
I call it
can't
peacocking.
acknowledge it. I had to ignore it subconsciously because you've
been trained to do that. You've been trained to do it. Yeah.
Yes. But I wasn't the only one that saw it. Ed's kids didn't say anything.
Oh yeah. They just walked by, It's just, yeah. Listen, it's a testament. Listen, I've showed up to Ed's house dressed as Batman. I've showed up dressed as probably other people.
Patrons of the show will recognize All Hallowed Steve.
All Hallow Steve,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I dress up for Halloween every year, and I don't throw away those costumes. They just get put on a hanger. They're in a closet, and they're ready to go at a moment's notice.
Uh-huh.
I have lots of hats.
You're a hat guy.
Yeah.
Hats and weapons.
Yeah. You could do a lot with a hat and a weapon.
Yeah, you're an accessories guy.
It's the
So,
little things.
Blake,
Uh-huh.
when did you become a teacher? Because this is news to me, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I teach kids crazy. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm a
All right.
teacher.
You teach them to be crazy.
No, I'm crazy. They
Oh, you're
make me
crazy
crazy.
for teaching kids. Yeah,
And
no,
yeah, wild. I don't know. I don't know why people do it. I'll tell you what, though, it's not boring.
No,
keeps you on your toes.
can't be.
Oh,
So when Travis came up, he had one game that he brought that he wanted to play.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good game.
And that game is Travis.
ARKS. So ARKS is the newest game from the designer of Roots, which is a game. Root, I'm very big fan of asymmetrical woodland, um, uh, woodland combat, and there's a second game that he made called Oath that I didn't play. Watched a lot of reviews on, and it seemed like it wasn't really my type of game, so I didn't really go into it. But ARKS, I watched a lot of early reviews on, and I pre-ordered it, got it fresh in the mail. I've played it 4 times now, and boy howdy, I love it. I love it. I
You,
love it. I love it.
you know, I think I like it more than Root. And
Wow.
I can give you a reason why.
Okay, shoot.
Normally, I do enjoy an asymmetry,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't play Root enough to understand how you're supposed to pilot each faction inside Root. But Arc, it's completely symmetrical in terms of the actions and the ways to score. Um, so I think that's a big deal for me. It's like once I understand how to play it, I understand how to play it. It's not like, okay, what do the birds do again? Okay, what's this
Mm-hmm.
like? How am I supposed to win with the? Ask me how to win with the woodland, the faction, the
Woodland
rebels.
and Alliance.
I couldn't tell you. But with Arc, it's much more streamlined for me. That's one of the big reasons I like it.
Interesting.
But I love asymmetry in games. I mean, that's why Netrunner is one of my favorites.
I'm just sad that the 2 games that we've played, they've been tainted.
Oh yeah, we've gotten. Listen, we
We're
haven't
learning.
played the game correctly yet, but we will eventually.
We're
But you know,
learning.
we were still having fun when we were breaking the rules.
Yeah, that's the sign of a good game.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we've played games that I've played the game completely differently.
That's right.
Hanabi, like
Yeah.
I was playing Hanabi.
You were playing a completely different game, a much harder
Yeah.
game.
Well, it goes to show you that's great game design.
Yeah, we were still
Maybe I
laughing
should
at
be a
you.
game designer.
Or at least a tester. So like
Yeah.
if this guy could figure it out, we wrote these rules right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what I also like about the game, it's still kind of cutesy.
Yeah,
It's
same
still kind of
artist.
cutesy.
Yeah, so all the alien art is actually kind of cute. It's the same artist for Root. It's a map that essentially has several little solar systems, like planet groups together that are divided off, and there's like a central kind of like vortex that you could warp around the map. And the interesting thing is you could randomize there's like 4 different setups for each player type, like 2-player, 3-player, 4-player. So you really get a lot of interesting replayability because you set up the map, the starting planets for everyone differently almost every time you play. If you play it enough, you'll eventually start to recognize, oh, this is this setup and that setup. But just an easy way of like blocking out some of the planets, giving the board a different flavor every time that you set it up. Very cool. It's a trick-taking card mechanic if you're familiar with trick-taking games, it
Oh, yeah.
has a lot of that. It's not like that's not the sole but there is a big part of every round where you're doing trick taking with the cards. A lot of interesting choices to be made. There's lots of paths to victories. I'll say, like, one of the interesting thing is at the end of each chapter, there's 6 different ways that you can score, and the way that you determine like what's going to be in play is with the cards and the trick taking. You have to declare your ambition for the round, saying that like you're going for being the tyrant, means you're trying to kill a bunch of stuff, or you're trying to be the empath, you're trying to hoard all of these psychic points. And it's just a very, very interesting. There's lots of layers to it. I could see a lot of strategies like starting to unfold, not unlike Feast of Odin. Although this game is nothing like Feast of Odin, I will say that there seems to be a lot of layers like Feast of Odin where I could see us getting a lot of replayability out of it. So I'm excited to spend this next year diving into the world of ARKS.
It's also, it feels like probably the most cutthroat board game we've ever played.
No, I don't think that at all.
I think Root is more cutthroat.
I don't know.
I think Munchkin is more cutthroat.
Oh, Munchkin, I think, is the most cutthroat game.
Yeah, well, I don't play that fucking game.
Yeah, but you've played it. I'm just saying. You said the most cutthroat. There are definitely games where you're way more cutthroat.
Well, I think this is going to be the most cutthroat game that we're going to be playing for a little while
this year.
Now. Yeah.
Okay. I could be.
Because we understand strategies,
it's very cutthroat. Yeah. You have to damage the other players to get ahead.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way forward. And it's literally called a game of it's ARKS, a game of conflict and collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not, because in the end, I think, things are just going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Conflict, collapse.
Cutthroat. It's good. It's good stuff.
And there's more to it. You can play different alien species, and that modifies things.
Yeah, you could get a species and a lore that gives you some bonus abilities and like specific starting material that will add a lot of flavor to the game that we haven't really. They recommend that you get the core of the game before you add that layer in.
Yeah, I agree.
We got no cheating yet. We have to stop cheating.
Awesome.
Now, I made a really interesting play. I threatened Ed. I put a bunch of ships in the area, and then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And then, you know what I'm saying? When sometimes you have to make your decision, and then you have to live with it.
Yeah.
That's life, baby. That's how you live.
Not to do it before you even moved in there.
Well, in the end, I mean,
it's fine.
It was a pretty close game.
Oh yeah,
we were really grouped together in the points until
really close, and then Ed just boom shot ahead. It was good. It was time for the game to end because Josh had shown up.
Oh yeah, we played a game. We bought Josh a present. It was what was it called? Bino.
It's like a finger flick soccer game. Really cool. Really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice grass. It was Arsenal themed.
Yeah, we nailed it, man. We're good gift givers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Bino. And then after we played Bino, we went to lunch at Chili's.
Ding ding ding.
Baby back rib.
Barbecue sauce.
And here's the thing. The people of Chile, and I made sure when we came in,
the Chileans,
I made sure that I was standing behind Travis a distance as we left the parking lot to go into the building, because I wanted to see the looks on people's faces and their reactions
to Santa Claus, because Travis didn't change.
No, I didn't bring an extra different outfit. I mean, I was dressed as Santa Claus, and I would be Santa Claus for the rest of the day.
Oh man, what a
I'll have to say, it was probably one of my favorite Chili's experiences I've had in a long time.
that's a bold
Uh,
statement.
Yeah,
This guy.
people were enjoying what I was laying down.
Mhm.
A very drunk man offered to buy me a beer, and he followed through with it, and
Yes, he
I got a
did.
free beer.
He shook your hand at least 5 times.
At least 500 times. It felt
And I
like,
think maybe because we sat in the bar area, the chances were higher that somebody
it's true.
would talk to you because we sat in the bar.
Yeah. We had a table in the bar area, so it's a more sociable central
Mhm.
location. Yeah.
Quite frankly, a pretty scary drunk lady also blathered things to you about cars and
Yeah, that was a little. I was a little bit harder to understand, but I think her point is she needed a new car, and it was up to me to get it for her.
don't we
Yeah.
all? We could all use another car, Santa. I would love to go to Chili's next time
Mhm.
with all of us in Santa outfits.
I think there only can be one Santa, but you guys could dress up as elves.
No,
Wow.
I'm not playing that game.
No, I'll play a Santa game.
We're
All
all
right, just a
Santas.
bunch of Santas. Okay,
Yeah.
It's just
I'll
like
frost my beard.
and
It's
like
already pretty white.
it's like, hey, we just got back from like it's a mall Santa convention,
Yeah.
you know, and it's
There's a
just
meeting.
down the street. It's by the Radisson, the ballroom there, and just blowing off some steam.
that could work.
Or different like one of them's an Easter bunny, one of them's a leprechaun. That could be a way to do it too. I just wonder if we can get free chips and salsa on the house.
Yeah. Next time Travis will sign into his app and we'll get free chips and salsa.
Oh
Yeah, I could do that for you anytime you want, man.
Now Josh is at Chili's right now, by the way.
Yeah.
I think
We haven't
so.
heard anything.
Hopefully, it's good.
Yeah. Maybe do you think his Santa Claus outfit is gonna work well?
It's not just the outfit. You have to. There's an aura you have to project. I think he could do it.
I think you could.
But there's also it's not only a confidence, but it's like an air of just like not caring at all.
A certain je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Yeah, perhaps.
We also ended up playing the Mysterium, like I guess that's Mysterium crossed with code names, kind of almost.
Maybe.
What's the actual name of that one, Ed?
Mysterium Park, I think.
Park. Yeah, I found it an overall like more enjoyable Mysterium experience than playing the original like base game.
Well, you didn't yell at me.
I didn't get very angry. Yeah, that's a bonus. Yeah, I just I liked it. It gave me the exact same kind of like vibes that the original Mysterium game, but I felt like it played smoother, clearer, and faster. And
Yeah.
bing, that's what you want.
Forest Shuffle. We played some Forest Shuffle.
Forest Shuffle. I like that game.
Travis just demolished everybody.
It was a deer
We
forest.
played it wrong too.
Played it wrong for a few
we
rounds.
did. But Josh picked up it pretty quick. He had a good score.
He bought it, I think.
Oh, he did. Oh, that's right. It was on sale.
You liked it so much you bought it twice.
Oh, man. So Forest Shuffle is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things when we played it on Board Game Arena, we were, or at least I was like, I don't know if this thing is it's gonna be hard to score. But actually, when you go through the little pad, the way we're doing it live, it's just
it goes
go
pretty
down
quickly.
The list.
They broke it down to make it like actually pretty easy for you to do the math and just write it down.
Yeah, that's a good. Those wild strawberries, man. Those were giving me something. I had the lowest score, I think.
We never got any honeybees in that round, unfortunately. I like them honeybees.
Or did Ed get the lowest score?
I did.
Okay. Even with that big mole play?
Yeah.
He had a huge
all the scores were
mole
good
play.
though. They're good scores. Not bottom of the barrel.
Hey, you know what? I want to pose a question to the listeners out there. When you were tallying up the points, you used the pad that came with it.
Uh-huh.
And you had talked about how you had never, ever used an entire scoring pad for a board game before.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, Josh countered with a Yahtzee probably before. He's maybe used a pad for
Clue.
Yahtzee. Clue, maybe.
But here's the thing.
Those
You
aren't
end up
games.
losing all the pieces and making the board game unusable before you get through the pad, in my opinion. Like I had our family game of Clue like was all destroyed and everything, and there's still half the pad was still there, dude.
I just wouldn't want to go out there, and I've never used a whole pad in a game. But then again, a lot of the games I have don't have pads that I know of. Have you used up a whole pad before?
I have.
Comment. Give us a comment.
What game was it, Ed?
Let us know. Yeah.
Categories.
Oh.
Categories.
Yep. And I had to make I copied them at work to make new pads.
Okay.
But we would play categories with like a lot of people, you know. And when you run into
and you're passing like a piece of paper out to every person that's
yeah, and the
fair
pad
game.
that they give you only covers 3 rounds, and there's like 12 rounds or more of categories. So
I don't know if I've ever played categories.
I did it. I've done it a couple times.
It's a fun game. Hey, quick update. Josh said Chili's was excellent. So just because I know you guys were worried out there. Listening.
Oh man,
was he dressed as Santa Claus?
He didn't say. He just said Chili's was excellent.
So he said he was going to show pictures, so I thought he was going to go dress as Santa Claus.
He let us down.
Chili's,
baby back
let us know what game, what scoring pad you've used in your day. Okay, I can't wait to read it in Discord.
Yeah,
or YouTube's, or on Patreon, or
all the
Facebook.
places, all the places with words.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was a good time. I'm glad you came up. I wish I could have had breakfast with you though. You know what? I need to, if you're coming up in the morning.
Yeah, you know that I'm going to stop at Tommy's.
That we're going to have Tommy's chili cheese burritos.
Breakfast burritos, dude.
You know.
Because I don't have a Tommy's down here. So I got to get my Tommy's fix every time I come up to the Antelope Valley.
How did Palmdale get a Tommy's? You know, what a weird one.
Hey, it could pee anywhere.
I guess so. Lancaster. I've seen that video before, and it's true. I can walk 50 feet and see a pile of clothes in the desert. That's how we do it
that's
out
how
here
the
in
desert
Lancaster.
be. You know, that's just how the desert is.
Well, they were showing a lot of clothes.
But I can walk 50 feet and I won't see that.
Nope. Because you're not Lancaster. So, guys.
Palmdale's been gentrified.
Oh, yeah. Get the riches moving and the richy riches. Yeah, it was nice. I'm glad you came down. I'm going to be down south after Christmas. Maybe
huge if true.
Maybe there's something else going on that we can figure out.
Maybe.
Did you play Crisis Protocol again?
I did not, but I'm going to tomorrow.
Ooh, Thursdays. No, Fridays.
Well, normally it's Wednesdays. I just couldn't this Wednesday, and we're able to squeeze it in tomorrow.
Crisis Protocol.
Crisis Protocol.
Oh, we got a new game a new store that opened up. I picked up 2 pots of Monument Pro Acryl today.
Ooh, wow.
A dark silver, like a lead belcher, and then a silver. See how the metallics of the Pro Acryl are. Have you used yours?
Yeah, I tried the red. It covered really well.
Good coverage?
Oh, yeah.
And they say use a little bit goes a long way on the water down, they say.
Don't water it down too much.
Yeah, I haven't seen any issue with it yet.
Did you got the airbrush stuff too?
I got an airbrush primer, yeah.
In addition to a pot of paint.
Correct.
Have you used the airbrush primer yet?
I have not, no.
What color?
It's like this black brown primer, like a dark brown,
Burnt umber.
something like that. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Dude, just do it. I want to see what happens. Can you do it in
No,
real life?
there's nothing in here right now.
No, but I want to see you do it in
I've
real
never
life.
done a neti pot before.
Yeah,
I've never,
I
I've never
want to
done.
see it
I
happen.
have a hard time with those, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never done it before. I'm going to find out. I don't know, but I'm getting this time of the winter. I'm really getting plugged up.
Okay. So that was our Travis talk.
Travis talk.
We're gonna get into Battlefield Bargain or Bust, but before we do, Blake has some reviews to read, and I know
Okay,
he
guys.
has it up.
You
just
know I
ready
do.
to go.
Here we go. This is from the USA. From Victor88. Great cast. 4 stars out of 5. Weird. Very good podcast. These guys are funny, but unfortunately, I think it can be their undoing at times. Sometimes they ramble on for 30 minutes or more. It's the only reason this cast didn't give 5 stars. Okay. Victor.
I'm always confused by reviews like this. Like, yeah, I mean, they were trying to entertain me too much. I really wanted just some dry 40K talk.
Yeah. Vladimir 37, 5 stars, favorite podcast. Out of all the available 40K podcasts, I always look forward to LATCS the most. After my job move forcing me to drive further and play 40K less, listening to the show on the road is like being back in the shop, hanging out with all the guys. The show is full of laughs, and every once in a while, you might even learn something. He makes up
No.
sticking the tongue out emoji. Definitely for more mature audiences. Keep it up. You guys are awesome. Thanks,
I
Vladimir.
think it's less mature audiences, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
If you're too mature, you're not going to like it.
Justin TSB says, great 40K podcast, 5 stars. Great podcast. Awesome guys. Bringing a little humor to the 40K universe. Some of the best tactics out there. Winky emoji, smile face.
They had emojis back then.
Kind of, yeah. It was the old school.
Oh, using semicolons and
emoticons.
stuff, right?
I don't know how you would do that. Barlio. Hey, Barlio.
I remember him.
Yeah. LATCS is good for my hairy boys.
Yeah.
5 stars. What can I say? These guys are disgusting, grody, crusty, hairy, smelly, sweaty, beautiful, sexy, and all around dynamite. Keep up the good work and continue to reach for your goal to be the most tactically focused 40K podcast in the world. Hugs and kisses. Thank you, Barlio. I saw him on Facebook recently.
Hearing these old reviews, I think the new iteration of Life After the Cover Saved is a lot less risque than it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like, do you know how much money Carl makes every month?
I actually know exactly how much he makes every month.
That's why we've cleaned up our act, okay? I told you I'm a school teacher, right?
Yeah,
I need to get out of this ASAP.
Listen, we're older. We're not as young. We're still pretty dumb, but not as full of
sons
as we used
full of
to
sun. Be. Yeah. Well, it's a choice you make.
There's a finite amount.
Yeah. And honestly, the kids are doing it better these days. You know,
that's right. Yeah.
The kids are doing it better.
Yeah.
Make room,
So, Travis, I sent on the chat in Riverside something for you to read off. You can figure out how to get there. If you can't,
I'm almost there
myself.
Oh, not to me. So I'm not in there.
It's on the right side. of
For
your screen.
Travis to
excuse me.
read.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, I gotta sneeze. Oh man, my allergy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So over on the Patreon side of things, so go to patreon.com/life after the cover save. Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. But try that one and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, you'll know.
/XC770C7Cs XX7. Yeah, but we have a beloved patron.
Ooh.
By the name of John Roberts.
Okay.
John Roberts, we salute you. The man 311. Oh, Tres Once, dude.
That's another
Trip
new
the
patron.
Shroom Fantastic. Shit is gratifying.
Okay, what
Elbows
is happening
glued
right
and they shrimp the shoes fantastic.
Is this a song?
Okay.
Light up the side as my ego becomes. I'm saying 311 lyrics very badly.
Come original.
Come original. Yeah.
Color is the amber of my energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so John Roberts, the man 311. Ed, I don't. Okay, so we have some new pen. John Roberts. See, I thought this was all one person, but we got John
there's
Roberts.
3.
John Roberts. Then we got the man
band
311.
The band
Correct.
311.
Correct.
Is it?
I thought John Roberts was the man 311 Nick Stewart.
No.
So listen, I want to thank John Roberts. Welcome to the show. The man 311. Listen, I don't have to say anything. I got a big piece of my heart for Tres Once.
Me in outer space. Yeah, that was a good 311.
Chill, light on my side. Something like
No,
that.
was that Incubus? Well, which one was Incubus?
It wasn't 311. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
And we got Nick Stewart. Nick Stewart, thank you. You upgraded D6 to a D10.
Ooh, just
Nice
in time
move.
for Christmas.
Welcome to the big leagues. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Travis.
Do I got a chat waiting for me?
No. All right. So, hobby commitments.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Sometimes time runs out for us all. So, Blake, do you remember what you said? What your commitment was?
One model for Core Space.
Yes.
Didn't do a dang thing.
Okay. Travis, do you know what yours was?
I think I wanted to get the magnets in on my
Boarding action terrain. Primed and magnets.
Oh, I said primed and magnets.
Yeah.
Well, the
But not
priming
too
would have
much.
been easier, but listen, we got a puppy. And,
That's true. This is true.
And I don't sleep anymore.
Uh-huh.
I don't get to use my CPAP anymore.
Wow.
You don't get to use your CPAP? Why not?
Well,
You sleep
because
with the puppy on the couch.
because I'm always
Or not sleeping on the
I'm
couch
always
with the puppy.
I'm not sleeping in my bed.
Just use
That's
the
where my
CPAP.
CPAP
Take
is.
the CPAP down, dude.
Oh, so the puppy could destroy my CPAP?
Yeah.
It's in the cage. It's in the kennel. The whatever, the pin.
Yeah, it is now, but it's not in the first day. That took a week to work up to that, man.
Okay, well, now you're gonna get some sleep.
Yeah,
Maybe.
We'll see,
right.
dude. Listen, how many puppies have you raised?
One.
Uh-huh.
Good job.
Exactly. Talk to me when you've raised dozens. All right.
This is the only one I've ever done, and I'll never do it again.
It's
You
your
say
dog.
that now. You say that now.
But he's very cute. He's very
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
That being said, though, I did find some time to do some hobby. Not what I wanted to do, but I assembled the Amazing Spider-Man and the Black Cat for Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Nice.
I got them assembled and got a magnet on their base so they could go in my case.
Nice.
Because I think I might use at least the Black Cat in my game tomorrow. Because
The gray cat.
yeah, it's going to be gray plastic, but in this group, that seems to be okay. So instead of rising above, I'm going to fall down to the ground.
All right.
But
Sweet.
and I did finish getting all of the sand on the bases of my Rohirrim models,
Oh
so they
yeah.
should be ready to get primed and zenithalled very soon.
Wow.
What about you, Ed?
Um. So my commitment was 10 assault marines,
All right,
and I didn't get it finished. I fell short. I did.
you worked on it a
I
little bit though, right?
Yeah. I did some edge highlighting on them. I got 10 shoulder pads painted with red X's on them, but they're not done. So I failed.
But did you also fail your independent characters?
No.
No.
Because you have till the end of the month for that, right?
Yeah, I ended up pivoting on the
Ooh,
independent
pivoting.
characters because
I
it's
love a pivot.
character month. It's
Oh,
character month.
Okay.
So I am going to let me see if I can pull this up here. I am going to paint.
Character month, baby.
Let's
Independent
see.
characters present character month.
Yeah, an
Ooh, look
orc.
at him.
I can zoom in more. Whoa! It's just a boss.
It's a
Cool
grot
looking
on
boss
top, dude.
with a grot gunner
It's
on
a
top.
a boss grot. Grot
That's
boss.
really
Yeah.
cool.
So this is what I'm going to actually do, and then that way I can get 2 points in the hobby progress challenge. So
Los dos.
What do you win?
I don't know. I could say that I completed a lot of challenges.
Yeah,
And when are you done?
A full year. It's a
yeah.
full
There's a
year, 12
raffle at
months.
the end of the year.
When
but-
is the year? I mean, January. When
I
did it
don't know. It
start?
started in like July, maybe.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
So
it's
you
this
got some
coming
time.
summer.
July.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to announce the LATCS Hobby Challenge,
Yeah.
where you say you're going to do something and you don't do it. I challenge you.
No.
What am I going to do? Let's recommit.
Well,
Um,
I'm committing to a orc boss.
okay.
Done completely, base everything.
I'm
Blake?
100% done. I'm going to commit to using some of this monument hobby paint.
What's going to be completed?
Oh, is that how this works? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I literally made a commitment to clean my hobby desk,
Okay.
and I didn't clean any models. Oh, so I
But
guess I failed.
but just like trying new paint isn't like you're gonna put two paint, like you could just
Wait,
dab it.
Are you telling me how to do my
I'm
hobby?
judging you a little bit. Yeah.
Oh,
Cleaning the
okay.
whole space. You cleaned that was a big project. I saw what it looked like before.
Oh, that was a big deal.
Okay, well,
I let you get away with the one model thing. So give me something.
okay. Well, I'll do another course-based model. There you go, done. At least the other one is like, I'm like interested in doing it.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know what my hobby progress goal is going to
Okay,
be.
you want to use your new paints. I'll put down Blake's going to use new paints.
And what if he doesn't?
Yeah.
What if he doesn't?
Use new paints.
Just
All
test it
right.
out. See what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you have like a report or something to report
Yeah.
back to us on like
Right.
what happens when you add water to it and how it sticks on the model.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Okay. How many more weeks of school before? One
Gee.
more week.
One more week, which is about 2 months.
Yeah.
Whew.
Then you
Yeah.
get 3 weeks off. All right, Travis.
All right, so boarding action's gonna go on the shelf for a while.
Mhm,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
but-
need to plan a boarding actions day to remotivate me
Oh, yeah.
to get those magnets on, get it primed and stuff. And I'm going to see the
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim anime this coming weekend. So I'm feeling like I'm going to be pumped for some Lord of the Rings. So I want to get the Riders of the Rohirrim force that I have primed and zenithal,
Ooh.
and I want to get one like foot soldier test modeled with the speed paints. Like I want to kind of like throw some speed paints on one model to kind of see where I'm going to go with that.
Model.
Yeah, one test model.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I'm stoked.
That's a huge commitment, buddy.
Well, I mean, it isn't because they're prepped and ready to be primed, and
okay,
like priming and zenithal for me, that's 2 hours of work that I'm talking about.
You might only
Easy
have
peasy.
10 days, so keep that in mind.
It's okay.
We got a lot of recordings to get done before New Year's, babe.
10 days.
Yeah. I could try my paint. I was going to do it tonight.
I'm not going to be here for a while. I was like, look at
you want to change your mind?
Why make a commitment if you're not going to break it?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I can do it. I can do it.
Challenge yourself.
Challenge, baby.
Challengers. Tennis.
All right. So there we are.
There we go.
Are you ready?
I was born ready for this.
For this battlefield bargain or bust.
Battlefield bargain or bust.
Battlefield bargain or bust.
This AI is fantastic.
That looks really good.
AI image generator is really good.
This is the 5th edition starter set painted.
I recognize that. Yeah.
It still looks cool.
Oh, it's still a great set.
So here we go.
Wow.
40 orc boys.
On sprue?
And, well, no, not all on sprue.
Oh, okay.
So for those of you who aren't watching, go check out the video. But the picture is models on sprue. So here's one set because they're all different stages.
Okay.
So we have 10 that are painted.
Now,
I would say completely painted.
Did you paint them?
No.
This is okay.
This looks like
you
contrast.
bought this as is.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is all speed paint. A speed paint job.
The speed paint, but it looks pretty clean. Like I don't. Looks like they took their time and like kept the paint in the right spots.
So that's speed paint. Yeah, even the metallics are those. Is that a metallic speed paint or is that a gray?
It is a metallic. I think it's a metallic speed paint. I don't have the models on me. No, I'm not gonna get them. And they're all based, and they have the sand, and they all have tufts.
Little tufts. I was calling out the tuft. Yeah, I see you, tuft. And these are newer boys.
Yes, these are the newer orc boys.
Okay.
So I got 10 of those, and this is 10 on sprue, and then the other 20 are like this. They're one's painted like the bone primer. One's one group of 10 is painted, well, maybe a little bit more, are painted with white primer, and they started putting down some green contrast paint on them.
Yeah, and
which
are these...
I've taken some of these, maybe at least 10 of them, and I re-airbrushed them because I didn't like that green contrast green as much as the way I do it, and so I primed these ones and already started painting over them. So they've already got yellow paint and green paint on them. Nice. I think they might. I've already have 10 that are done.
So are these also newer boys? Yeah. They are.
They're all the new boys.
The latest plastic boy kit.
I couldn't tell with that rocket launcher. That rocket launcher reminds me of the older models, like the Burners and the long rockets. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so that's 10, 20, 30.
And then the one on sprue. So there's 40 boys. So how much? This is the GW website. They're temporarily out of stock when I took this picture. How much do you think a squad of 10 boys?
10 boys.
10 boys.
Boys.
10 boys. I have my number.
Okay, so your number.
6250.
You know, crazy. I was actually going to do 39. I don't know why. I was thinking
a
under
single
40.
model for $39.
I know. What was I thinking?
Go with it, Blake. Go with it. That's
I was
great.
thinking like, okay, like let's keep it less than 40.
Yeah.
That's
that would be great.
That's $4 a model.
So what's your number?
You know what? Ed said Travis said 60. I'm gonna go 45.
All right. Let's see what we got over here. $58.
Okay.
Now here's and I don't think I have it here. Maybe we'll talk about it another time. So if you wanted to buy 4 of these boxes, brand new, Games Workshop, it would cost you $232 for 40 Orc Boys, which is a lot of money, actually.
For 40 boys.
Yeah.
40 boys. That's hefty.
So what do you guys think?
What bargain did you manage?
I think you got it less than 200. I'm gonna go 140.
I'm going to go 175.
All right. Let's see. 115.
Ooh.
Bargain
listen,
or bust. What do you guys think?
you know, the math doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. That is a smoking bargain.
And were they cleanly put together? Is there much flash or you know?
For the most part, they were done
Pretty well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was just able to white prime over the ones that had already had some color on them.
They look
dude.
they look like they're well put together. Yeah.
That's a bargain. That is a bargain, baby.
A
Big old
bargain.
bargain.
A big old bargain.
That's right, dude.
Good job,
And that's it. Bargain or bust.
That was it?
Bargain. That's it. I told you it was a short one.
I would have really stretched it out if I knew.
One and done.
You know what?
Dude, it's only one model to look at.
That's true.
But
I do. We had a conversation, Ed.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead, start it up.
Ed and I had a bit of a conversation after you left, Travis.
Uh-oh.
And it was talking about the Deathcore Steel Legion, the new IG guys. And he kind of said, he was basically saying he now understands how I feel with between the Firstborn and the Primaris. How I'm stuck in that liminal space.
Okay.
And I didn't think about it again until I saw these new boys. Now, the thing is they didn't, with the boys, a boy is a boy.
A boy's a boy, dude.
And do they even sell the old boys?
Yes.
They still sell the old boys.
All right. So how much do you think they sell the old boys for? I can't hide the price.
45.
Blake, what do you think?
50.
Think so? Okay, let's see.
45.
Ooh.
These okay, so when they came out with the Primaris Marines, they said we're gonna eventually stop. It was a 10-year plan supposedly, right? But the Orcs, they have they have Beast Snagga boys and new boy models. So there's 2 different new boy models.
Yeah.
And so why are they still selling this old kit is I don't understand at all. So
I don't know either. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are they still selling this kit?
I have no idea. It doesn't make sense that they would still hold on to these models. It could only be for making more money because
I think they
had
must
to.
have just had a bunch in stock, and they're going to keep selling them until they're gone.
Well,
Yeah, but they could say last chance to buy this or that. There could be
Oh,
clues, or there could
peed
be.
on the floor.
Oh, okay.
the
Doggy
dog peed on the floor,
The
apparently.
dog peed on the floor,
Oh,
dude.
man, this fucking dog. You're a dog owner now, dude.
Yeah.
You're a dog owner.
Freaking hate it, man.
I mean, but they're still orc boys.
Correct.
So what
But
they
I
call
don't. Let me look at something else while we're here. Let's see here. Astra. Oh, let me just
Astro Granite.
let's look up Astra Militarum real quick here, because this will give me something to look at. If they still sell the old, because they have the new shock troops, right? Cadian shock troops.
Cadians.
Yes. And they have new heavy weapon teams, Scions. I wonder if they still sell the old Cadians. Why wouldn't they continue selling them? Oh, they have Catachan fighters.
Online only, brother.
Yeah,
Man, those are
That's
really
online
old.
only, dude.
Catachans.
That's online
But
only,
they
brother.
don't have. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh, they don't
oh.
sell. They have one Death Corps group. They don't sell
Wait. Turn it down. Let's see that. No. All the
this.
way.
This all the way down.
So for $38 for one heavy weapon platform?
Yeah, this is a resin Forge World piece. Look at this little thing, $30. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things on here that are really expensive because it's quote unquote Forge World. My point is, they came out with new Cadian models after they
Didn't
came out
stop
with the
selling.
Orc Boys. They don't make the Cadian models anymore. They don't have them on the store. So there's got to be a reason why they're holding on to the Orcs. Because
Maybe I just don't- like, who are they trapping? I'm logging in. I'm gonna search orc boys.
yeah,
2 different boxes come up.
oh, maybe I'll get one of each, because they don't look the same. And the thing is, you can't tell me that in 10 years of making Space Marines, they haven't produced more molds or done a restock, because they would have sold out in 10 years if they would have said, hey, we're not making these anymore. Stop production. They would have been sold out within a year or two. But they continue to make new Primaris Marines and new old sculpts. They continue pumping them out. So I just wonder why. Confuses
Why?
me. Because if I'm going to choose between the two orcs, you're probably going to buy the newer models. I think the newer models look good. You know?
Well, it's of course. I mean, if you can print money, you're gonna print money.
Right. But if you had to choose between the Primaris, or if you were coming in fresh and you wanted to buy Space Marine Army, and you had the First War models and you had the Primaris models, to me, the Primaris models are nicer. You know?
Yeah, they are. That's the one you go with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't know if they understand what they're doing. And I think they take it on a case by case basis.
Yeah.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
That's the truth, guys.
I don't know. The new orc boys do look good though.
Yeah.
Just like the new IG models do look good though.
Yeah.
Each time it gets better.
So next month in January, Travis does not look excited. Let's see if I can get him excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have for me, yeah, for me, it's the biggest buy that I've done.
Ooh, wow.
Wait. So you're we're gonna talk about it, or you're gonna buy it in January.
No. I've already bought it.
But the episode won't be recorded until January.
Yeah. So in January, when we record after the new year, I'm gonna have a huge battlefield bargain or bust. So it's gonna be wild. I just want to get people excited about it.
I
Maybe
mean,
I'll give something away.
Yeah, you need every single one of those boys. Those are the new boys. You can't give those away.
I would have given the ones on Sprue.
I wouldn't.
No, I would.
Forget these people.
No, I would.
We don't know how much longer these new boys are going to be on the shelf. What if?
I have a bunch of old ones too. So.
Yeah. What if they release the new boys, and the reason why they keep the old boys on the shelf is because those new boys are eventually going to be circulating out.
Yeah.
That's the brave new frontier.
Oh shoot.
Of limited runs.
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah. That's the new
that the plastic that they use just after 5 years disintegrates.
Yeah. James Workshop, listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know someone at corporate is listening to this.
Yes.
Make things worse. Anyways.
All right. Is it time for Hook?
Yeah, heck yeah, it's time for Hook.
Travis, do you need a break?
Hey, Travis, it is time to get ready. We got Hook.
Yeah.
We're hooking it.
Costume change?
Bangarang. We got a Dodger Bangarang, baby. So this movie, okay. I'm gonna preface this. I haven't seen this since I was a kid. That's why I picked it, because I haven't seen it. And man, it is a movie about being a dad.
Yeah. Blake's got kids.
I got kids.
Yeah. I'll have to say, man, I experienced this movie very differently now than I did as a kid.
And what is that feast looked fantastic. Oh my God. And there's a whole Lost Boys connection. Peter Pan is a vampire? Or Kiefer Sutherland's boy?
Now on Life After the Cover Saves.
So, hey, this is a technical question, Blake. My up in the top screen it says 99% uploading. What does yours say?
99.
Blake
says 99.
72.
Really?
No, 99.
Yes.
I think we figured it out. It's the router.
Yeah, because I would be able to see his say. Usually it was 81 or something. For like the whole
interesting.
time
Okay. All right. Yeah,
So
that was just
maybe.
So when we're
upgrade?
done, we're just done. We don't have to wait around for.
That would be nice. All right. I have a question for you, Ed. Are we going to just kind of like talk about our thoughts? Or are you? Do you have like a kind of a beat for beat? We're going to talk through.
I do have a scene thing. If you want to go through the scenes, then you can have your overall thoughts of the movie.
Yeah,
you want to do that?
Yeah,
I'm scene by scene. We won't stand in your way.
Or if there's something poignant during this time in the movie that you need to say something,
Yeah.
say
Gotcha.
it.
I'll interject. I have some stuff to say.
Oh, good.
In the beginning.
Good.
I got something to say. Bum, bum. That's a classic Misfits song.
Pete on my rug.
Pete.
All right.
Pete on your
Opening
rug.
scene. Adult Peter. Okay. The movie begins with Peter Banning, a successful corporate lawyer, attending his son Jack's baseball. Actually, it didn't. It opened up with him in the play for his daughter.
Yeah,
That's true.
AI doesn't watch.
This is AI that doesn't do. Yeah. Only to miss a big moment due to a work call. This is horrible.
This is bad.
Okay,
this is already very wrong.
Establishes Peter's obsession with his career and the strained relationship he has with his family. This is true. Jack resents Peter for constantly prioritizing work over spending time with him, while his wife Moira grows increasingly frustrated. Their family dynamic is further explored on the plane ride to London, where Peter's fear of flying adds a touch of irony given to his past as Peter Pan.
All right, hold up here. Who paid for those tickets for this plane ride to London? Was
Granny
it
Wendy's Foundation?
Was it Jack and his baseball career? Was he paying for those tickets?
No, it was his daughter's singing career.
No. Yeah, did his daughter make a lot of money in that school play she was in? So already, I'm against these children.
Also, it skipped quite a few things. He made a promise. My word is
Yes.
my bond.
My word is my bond.
He ends up killing himself at the end.
Yes. Don't say that. That's dark. Don't do that.
I would say that there were several moments in this movie right from the get-go. I saw him, I smiled, and then I got a little sad.
Yeah.
Just because we know what happened with a lovable guy. Yes, he didn't go to the baseball game. That was
It was
a
a
big
Santa
deal.
series.
It was the Santa series.
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. I guess I picked a good Christmas movie.
Huh.
Yeah, he said my word. I'll be there
My word is
because he gets a call during the play.
Yeah.
I'll be there. My word is my bond. And he said, okay. And even the daughter, she said, Daddy said he'd be there. She was in the play. She didn't hear that, but yet she knew that he said he'd be there. Daddy's going to show up. And then he even sends down somebody from the office to record the baseball game because he wasn't sure if he'd make it on time, which is kind of mean.
It seems like it was really thoughtful. I mean, that's like using
Yeah,
technology to your advantage.
Yeah,
He's a lawyer.
record, immortalize the moment where your son strikes out.
And here, the thing is,
loses
this
the
is
Santa
1993. All the other dads don't have camcorders. That was a high ticket item in '93. So already, this guy's money is already, it's
He
showing.
loves them. He loves his kids. That's for sure.
All right. So I believe, Travis, that the foundation paid for those plane tickets.
Yeah.
Peter and his family arrive in London to visit Granny Wendy Darling, who lives in a house full of memories and artifacts from the past. Wendy, now elderly, is a charitable figure who has cared for orphans and is revered for her philanthropy. During a gathering to celebrate Wendy's lifetime achievements, she hints at Peter's forgotten past.
Okay, hold on. Something happens before this that's very important.
Go ahead.
He yells at his kid.
Peter is taking a phone call, a business call.
Phone call of his life.
And he was in his bedroom. And these two children, they come storming into the room.
They do.
Taking a lamp off the wall and putting it on his head, and they start like making noises.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, that is unexcusable behavior around an adult who's on the phone.
Exactly.
Like
I
at any
couldn't agree
time.
with you more. And there's like 20 rooms in that house, and they go straight.
There's a literal fantasy children's room with every amazing toy you could ever think of.
Yes.
And these little pieces of shite come into his private room.
Yes.
And after he yells at his kids, rightfully so, those kids needed to be yelled at, spanking, and sent to bed.
Yeah.
No supper.
The wife is on the kid. It's all like, how could you discipline our kids? Yeah. How could you ever try to be a father to these children? All they want to do is interrupt your business calls that make the money, that make our entire life and existence possible. I'm sorry. I am like 100% against everyone in Peter's life.
Yeah. Now, and the thing is, those kids and when Moira go visit Wendy often because Peter hadn't been back in a while, but
10 years. 10 years.
Yeah, but it sounded like she said to one of the kids it's been a year. Like they've grown so much in a year. So it sounds like he's paying for them to go visit. They come back every year. And that's not cheap.
Well, listen, guys.
She throws his cell phone. Do you know how much a cell phone cost in 1993?
It's 91.
1991.
Now the thing is,
1991. It was a Motorola.
She puts context. Like, what do you do? Like, what and in his son's like, they show him no mercy. He's a big corporate scumbag.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one of these days, if he didn't turn his life around, well, I don't know, he could have been shot out in front of a hotel in New York City. And I like how she was like, "You're a pirate."
Yeah.
Like I really liked that element there.
because he goes into companies and
Yeah,
he
swoops
acquires
in,
them as
blows
acquisitions,
them out of the water.
and he blows out all. If there's any resistance,
Yes.
he
Yeah, I really
blows 'em.
like that. You're a pirate. Um,
And you know what? It shows that the kid really knows what his dad does.
Yeah,
When
I
I was that
appreciate
age,
that. At least
I
he
wouldn't
understood.
know.
Yeah,
I've been like,
I
he's a
appreciate
fireman.
that.
He's a fireman.
yeah,
What
he's
is
a fireman.
his wife throws his cell phone out in the snow?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, he's yelling at the
You
kids.
hated
He's
the deal.
snapping. You know,
You
I
hated
get
the
it.
deal.
I
Those kids
get it.
deserve to be
That
yelled
was,
at.
but this deal was billions with a B
Yeah.
dollar.
Billions of dollars.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
In 1991.
and it's a good thing he's the only one that can make the choice.
Yeah.
He's a
the
leader.
owls. That's right. All right. So he goes and he gives, before they leave, he gives his son the watch, you know.
Yeah.
And Granny Wendy says,
He's going into the living room.
Yep, he's going in the living room, guys. Granny Wendy
He's in there with the
gives
watch.
an incantation, a spell to watch over the kids. Did you get
Oh
that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little bit of a wizard.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, she's McGonagall.
Yeah.
yeah, she's the in Downton Abbey. She's the Dowager Countess. So I don't get it. So she wrote a book.
So she told stories to the kids about Peter Pan and his adventures, and the neighbor overheard the stories, and he wrote the book.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Okay.
And the neighbor in this universe is the actual writer of Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't make the connection. I was like, it didn't. I understand that she's Wendy and he's Peter Pan, but oops, spoiler alert. But like, who wrote it down and how long ago? I guess it's a long book. I don't know.
She's
Some of the
80
time
years
stuff
old.
is weird
Yeah.
because when he's in Neverland, he doesn't really.
Time
he grows
doesn't matter.
slowly. Yeah,
That's right. So
he's
then
a piece of shit dad. Yeah, moving on.
They go to the whatever it is, the
Some
christening
piece
of
of
the
shit
new
kids. That's what he has.
The
new
dedication.
wing, the dedication to the new Wendy wing, and then like magic happens,
And,
like doors open up.
There's some things not even rats will do.
Yeah. Effortlessly. So that night, while Peter and Moira attend a dinner event, Jack and Maggie mysteriously vanish. Upon returning, Peter finds their room in disarray with broken windows and a note pinned to the wall.
Ooh.
It's signed by Captain, it says James Hook, challenging Peter to come to Neverland to save his children. The sense of dread is palpable as Wendy confirms the note's authenticity, telling Peter he must remember who he truly is to save his family.
I like how the clasp on the window is Captain Hook.
Yep.
You know, that was interesting.
Yeah.
A little weird.
I liked when the police officer came and was talking about like the kidnappings, and he goes, I've lost my marbles. Oh no, I've forgotten how to, Toodles says,
Yeah.
I've forgotten how to fly.
Yeah.
And then the police officer was like, one does.
One does.
One does.
Yeah. Yeah. As Peter struggles, anything else from the kidnapping that you remember?
I think this is what the kids needed. And this is what Peter needed. This is how we fix the family.
Yeah.
We have Dustin Hoffman in a fabulous wig kidnap some children. Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna be taken. Listen, kids. You're gonna be taken.
Yeah.
Dracar Noir.
I have a certain set of skills.
Yeah. As Peter struggles to comprehend the situation, Tinkerbell makes her grand entrance. Glowing and feisty as ever, she forcibly whisks Peter away to Neverland despite his protests. The journey is both magical and chaotic. with Peter hilariously resisting every step of the way. Tinkerbell is determined to help him rediscover his former self, though Peter remains skeptical and out of place in the whimsical world of
Listen,
Neverland.
let's not pass up that
Okay, yeah.
Julia Roberts looks smoking hot as Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Like,
And yeah,
real
oh,
good.
yeah.
Like, real good. 11-year-old me was he believed in fairies.
She manipulates him. She says she
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah,
She
It's
dies.
fine
She
by
dies.
me.
She
She can
dies.
manipulate me all she wants.
So has he gotten to, is he in the world now?
Yeah. She
He's in
kidnaps him.
Neverland now.
Yeah.
So I want to speak to the point when he ends up getting into the water.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
that's
see.
my next point.
Let's see. Peter arrives in Neverland, a vibrant, surreal place full of pirates, mermaids, and danger. He's quickly captured and brought before Captain Hook, who is both delighted and disappointed by Peter's transformation into a dull, middle-aged man. Hook mocks Peter mercilessly, declaring him unfit to save his children. However, Hook offers a bargain, but he's manipulated by what's her name?
The
Pixie
boo
Dust.
box.
Pixie, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Peter
boo
and
box.
The
Peter
boo box
has 3 days to reclaim his abilities and challenge him, or his children will remain Hook's prisoners forever.
Yeah.
So
This is when he gets tossed into the water.
Yeah. Now, before that, what I really love, first off, Dustin Hoffman.
Oh,
wow!
What a performance!
And when he says, "Where's my red carpet?" and then like he like stomps on the stairs, and the red carpet flops down the stairs through those. That's a fantastic scene as well. And once again, Peter can't. He doesn't love his kids. He's too scared to save his kids.
Yeah, mommy would do it.
Mommy would. Mommy would because mommy loves it.
Touch their hands.
All he had to do was touch their fingers. That's all he had to do.
Oh, yes.
So when he gets into the water, he starts making out with mermaids.
Yeah, well, I mean, they make out with him.
Yeah, so that's a weird dad fantasy, you know. Wife's away. Oh, okay. Ooh, another one.
Which mermaid do you pick? I like the green-haired one.
All of them, baby.
You can only have one.
Says who? This is my Neverland.
Neverland, yeah.
My Neverland. But so he makes out with all the mermaids, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is a married man taking a little bit too much enjoyment from this. So he's not only
he looked a surprise on his face, like whoa.
Well, and then it's like, yeah. So he's not only detached from his kids.
They're giving him air.
Exactly, yeah. But baby, $5,000. She gives me the air that I need. No, that's home wreckers, and he's detached from his kids. Now he's detached from his wife. He's lost in darkness. No happy thoughts.
Yeah.
Sicko.
Yep.
They did look good though, those mermaids.
All right. So Tinkerbell takes Peter to Lost Boys Hut. That's not true. A lifeline camp hidden in the jungle. The Lost Boys, now led by a spirited boy named Rufio, are unimpressed with Peter, dismissing him as a fraud. Peter struggles to fit in as the boys test his patience and agility through playful yet ruthless games. Over time, Peter begins to reconnect with his inner child, learning to fight, imagine, and engage in a playful spirit of Neverland.
It dawned on me like how often I quote this movie in just my day-to-day life. I mean, that part. There you are, Peter. I mean, I say that all the time.
And the thing is, it took Patches, the littlest one.
Yep.
And all he needed to see was to see Peter smile. That's what it was. Once they were to make his face smile, they could see him. Because he, without his smile,
was much happier before he had children.
Yes. So, yeah, it's like, oh, finally he smiles. Finally, we can see him now. Deep, deep metaphors there about how unsettled
Your
and
parents
horrible
had
his life.
full, fulfilled lives
Oh yeah,
before you.
yeah. And you know, and it's like I got a little emotional when he said, "There you are, Peter." You know, got a little emotional. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
touching.
Good music from
Oh
the
yeah,
scenes.
real good music.
Yeah.
Music's the hack right there.
Yeah. These moments are filled with humor and heart as Peter slowly transforms. Uh, Hook's manipulation. Meanwhile, Hook devises a cunning plan. Oh,
It was
so yeah,
Smeed.
it was Smee. Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Uh,
we got that scene though.
to turn Jack and Maggie against Peter.
Don't
So
stop me, Speed.
yeah,
Don't
don't
stop me.
stop me.
Stop
Yeah,
me. Speed. Stop me right
get
now.
off your ass. Get off your ass.
Oh, man.
His pirate toy area where he has the fake ships looks so fun.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Like it'd be an awesome table to
I
play.
always wanted that.
A pirate dice game.
You know,
Or
I got
pirate game.
I got Blood and Plunder.
We should play.
I got to put together the sloops.
Yeah, sounds like you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah,
Buddy.
a new hobby commitment: putting together 2 sloops.
Those sloops up, dude.
Yeah, you could build for your hobby. Why are you talking about painting?
Yeah, the bit about like he can't go on anymore. He's gonna kill himself, and don't try to stop me this time. Pretty dark for a kid. Like, oh, he's gonna kill himself. There's some really dark themes in this as a kid that I didn't quite catch, and we laugh it off. And that's when that's when the well, I don't know if it's the subtext, but that's when the part of, once again, the reality of Robin Williams also hit
Yeah.
at that moment also, when the suicide gag was going on.
Part of Hook's motivation, you find out during this part, is that he's just bored.
Yeah.
Because he's stuck in Neverland too. But they're not just having fun like the Lost Boys. They're being pirates and they're doing, probably terrible things. Dark things, terrible things.
They allude to him. They keep talking about, hey, let's go over to the Native
Indians,
Americans.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but he's done it all and he doesn't know what else to do. So he just feels like, what am I going to do? I should just kill myself, because he wants another. He remembers, like, at least, even though he hates Peter Pan, those were some adventures. You know what I mean? And so he kind of wants to relive his glory days, I think.
Death is the ultimate adventure. Isn't
Yeah.
that what they said? The only adventure?
Yeah. Yes.
The
To die would be a great adventure.
greatest adventure
All right.
is
So,
what lies ahead.
Yeah, so Smee wants to plan to turn the kids against Peter.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he showers them with attention, staging elaborate events to win their affections. Maggie resists,
Yes.
clinging to her faith in her father, but Jack begins to bond with Hook, who exploits his resentment towards Peter. In a poignant scene, Hook holds a mock baseball game where he acts as the father figure Jack wishes he had, deepening the divide between father and son.
Run home, Jack.
Yeah, run home, Jack. Peter's breakthrough moment comes when he discovers the Lost Boys' treehouse, filled with memories of his time as Peter Pan. He recalls his happy thought, the birth of his children, and regains his ability to fly. This transformation is visually stunning as Peter dons his iconic green outfit, complete with his dagger and confident swagger. The Lost Boys rally behind him, and even Rufio acknowledges Peter as their leader.
You know, this movie, directed by Steven Spielberg, by
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah.
it only costed $70 million to make,
Yep.
but it made $300 million.
Yeah.
That's how they like to make them back then, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't. So does that mean Wendy lived there for a while in
Yeah.
Neverland?
He would take them back multiple times.
uh.
Peter, Wendy, John, Toodles.
Maybe I don't
adventures.
understand. Maybe I don't really know the story of Peter Pan other than
Did you never read the book as a kid?
yeah. No, I never. I don't read. It's in black and white.
The cartoon from Disney is definitely in color. You can
I
watch
watched
that.
that. I think, but
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember
all
the book.
there.
so the yeah. So he lit. So Wendy, but eventually Wendy didn't. Wendy stopped coming back. It was like summer camp or something.
Well,
Yeah.
eventually he would, take her and then bring her back. And eventually, when he came back, she was too old to go to Neverland anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd be a pirate.
Yeah,
Too
she
old.
would be a pirate. Yeah.
You're either a kid or you're a pirate.
Or you're a Native American or a mermaid.
Well, we didn't
Or
get
a
to see
whore.
those Native Americans.
They're there,
Or a
though.
whore.
Or
A whore. There were those.
There's some
There was
horrors.
there was a
Whores.
Oh
remember?
yes, they
Oh,
love it.
yeah.
You know what? It was. The sets were fun.
Yeah.
Although the set for the Lost Boys, that little ramp thing,
Yeah.
that was kind of weird. It looked a little hokey,
It was
but I
91, dude.
loved. But everybody loved it when you were a kid. Rufio was so cool. He wore those tights.
Yeah.
You know,
Rufio was cool.
I think that probably. Yeah. What is they do? The whiskers? Is that a whiskers thing?
I
Or
don't know.
whizzing the
We should
juice?
start doing it, dude, with you wiggle your fingers under your chin. Bangarang.
Bangarang, baby. Now was Bangarang something they added in Hook just to spruce it up?
No, bangarang is an actual term. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So the
The food.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so finally he begins to get into it because he gets in that insult match with Rufio. And when he starts doing that, he starts insulting him and getting more power. And then finally, because they have the feast and he's like, where's all the food? There's no food. And then when he pretends to fling the food at him, that's when it all clicks for him. But the thing is, I don't know how the kids knew that he saw the food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the kids were already make believing and eating the food. But when he flicks it out, all of a sudden the kids see it too. So it was an interesting. That's also a very good cut. Like you don't expect the food to slap on his face when he does it, but boom, it does it. And what is that? Some sort of like what? I always wondered what kind of food that was.
It was like a
pie.
a whipped cream, but with different colors, food
Yeah.
colorings to make it colorful.
Yeah, we can't have that food
Then he
coloring
cut the
anymore.
coconut in half, dude.
Oh yeah, that was the key, right?
Yeah.
He cuts the coconut, but he still hadn't learned to fly yet.
But he learned how to
Make believe, dude.
That was the
He
step.
learned how to make fun of a kid.
Yeah.
That was important.
And then you know what?
He said a nearsighted gynecologist was one of those things.
Pretty adult insult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you know when when the movie came out? December
Yes.
11th.
Yeah, we said it was a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas
Came out in
movie.
December.
It's a Christmas movie. Always has
Yeah.
been.
All right, the final battle. Peter, now fully Peter Pan, leads the Lost Boys in a daring assault on Hook's pirate ship to rescue Jack and Maggie. The battle is action-packed spectacle filled with clever tricks, comedic moments, and heartfelt bravery from both Peter and the Lost Boys. Peter faces multiple challenges, including a sword duel with Rufio's life at stake and navigating the pirates' traps.
All right, pause 1 second.
Yeah.
Another thing. Eventually, at a certain point before he makes a final assault,
Yeah.
Julia Roberts turns big and kisses
yeah.
him. Once again, he's kissing another woman.
It's Neverland, dude.
It's Neverland. What happens in Neverland stays in Neverland.
Well,
Just
here's
wanted
the
to point
thing.
that out.
Here's the thing, Blake. Tinkerbell has always loved Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
And she was a fairy, so she could never be with Peter Pan. So she made the wish this is her chance. He came back. This is her last chance. She tried.
She knew
She
he
shot her
was married.
shot, dude.
And you know what? Maybe she'll get with what Tubbs? What's his name?
I know who I would have picked.
Thud Bowl.
Their name ain't Mora.
Oh, Jesus, Travis. All right.
Julia.
Let's see here. So during the fight,
Oh,
because
there's some good
it's a
stuff in
pretty
the fight.
important moment, and it's not covered here in this bullet points, is Rufio. Peter Pan's going to fight Hook.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I got it, Rufio. And then Maggie's screaming for the dad. So the dad goes to fly away to go get his daughter. And at that point, Hook changes his sword out. He swaps his sword because he knows he's going to fight Rufio. Whatever that means, he knew, like, oh, I know how to beat this kid. And he swapped to more of a dueling, flimsy, swashbuckling sword.
Rapier.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, there's that famous line, "Looky, looky, I got Hooky,"
Yep.
because he pinned him down, but he was able to get out. He blocked it. Rufio blocks it, but because it's so the sword bends, he's able to get under the block and then stab him in his heart.
Yeah, and this ain't the first time. That's the thing is, this ain't the first time that Hook has killed a kid.
No, and maybe it's not the last. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what happened to Hook.
Yeah, and it was like not funny. Some of the flying is a little weird in the movie, where he kind of like flies funny, and he's flying back, and then he gets hit with Rufio dying, and like the wind blows in his face, and he's like,
Oh yeah,
no. And then Rufio says, "I wish you were my dad."
I wish you were my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an emotional moment too, because he's a real shitty dad.
Yeah.
But he
And at that
became a
point-
better dad. I guess. I don't know.
And at that point, he was ready to leave. He's like, "You killed Rufio. You're a terrible person." And the daughter's like, "No, I'll just let him go." And there's like, "All right, I'm leaving." And then he's like, "I'm gonna go after you, Peter. If you leave, I'm gonna go after your kids and your kids' kids and your kids' kids' kids
and your grandkids' grandkids.
Yeah.
They will all know and fear the name of Hook.
And by the way, how did the pirates cross? How did the pirates get to capture the kids anyway? Do they know how to fly? Was it an inside job? Like, how did they steal the
had
kids?
to have. Well, I mean, they had to have like captured and tortured a bunch of fairies.
So Tinkerbell might not be the only fairy, for one, but two, this could have been a whole plot by Tinkerbell to get Peter Pan back so she can
Try to kiss him.
grow big and try to kiss him. You never know. You never know.
Hey, Tinkerbell has
She's a
switched sides
master
before.
manipulator. Yeah. She what?
She switched sides before.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, when Wendy first showed up, Tinkerbell got mad and went to Hook and said, "Why don't you go kill Wendy?"
No, but I think he also told somebody to shoot, like the Indians or somebody to shoot at her, and she got shot with an arrow, too, at one point. I don't know if that's in the books
Listen,
or in the cartoon, but she's flying, and
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
she goes and tells somebody like, "Oh, here comes a bird, you got to shoot it," and they shoot Wendy. All right, the climactic duel between Peter and Hook is intense and personal. Hook taunts push Peter to his limits, but Peter ultimately gains the upper hand. The duel ends with Hook being consumed by his greatest fear, the giant crocodile that once took his hand. The scene is both satisfying and symbolic, as Hook is defeated by the very thing he dreaded for years. With Hook vanquished, Peter reunites with Jack and Maggie, who are overjoyed to see their father embrace his true self. He bids an emotional farewell to Tinkerbell, promising never to forget the lessons he learned in Neverland before departing. Peter entrusts leadership of the Lost Boys to Thudbutt.
Yeah, Thudbutt. I'm looking at this. His name is Rashawn Hammond. I'm looking at his Insta right now.
All right.
he lost a lot of weight.
Oh. Ensuring the group's legacy continues. Back in London, Peter awakens in Wendy's garden, his children safe by his side, which did not happen. He returns to Moira with a renewed sense of purpose, vowing to prioritize family over work. The movie ends on a heartwarming note as Peter learns to live in the moment, embracing his role as a father and cherishing the magic of life.
What they don't
So,
show is how, like, when he gets back to the States, he loses his job because he lost
yeah,
his company $40 billion.
No, yeah, you're right. Because family's more important.
he
So they are
maybe
living
he
in a
stayed.
trailer.
No, he stayed
No,
with
the
Grandma Wendy.
foundation takes care of them.
Yeah, he's fighting for patients' rights now.
Yes.
Uh,
Now he's
Pro
no
bono.
longer a criminal.
um, what actually happens is the kids fly in. Moira's asleep in the rocking chair in the nursery, but the kids weren't there.
yeah,
But they
they
fly
hide.
in, then they hide in their beds, and then they they close the window, and then they knock on the window, and then the dad's there, and the kids looks out and is like something like, "Do you have an appointment?" Or like, "Who
Yeah.
is it?" Like he's a jerk again
What
to
did
the
I tell
dad.
you about keeping these windows
Yeah,
What did I tell you about these
Well, yeah.
windows? Because
Yeah.
before he yelled at him for keeping the windows open, he's all,
yeah,
always keep them open.
yeah.
Yay!
Then Toodles gets some pixie dust on him and he flies away
Yeah.
to Neverland.
Toodles is gonna go back to Neverland
He's going to
and
become a
really
pirate.
handle some business. You know what I'm saying?
He's got some mermaids to see.
Yeah.
So
I thought the movie was fun to watch. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I was definitely a little saddened. I thought about Robin a little bit. It was there was some hokey elements to it, kind of
yeah,
campy,
yeah,
but it was a fun movie. I'm glad I got to see it again. Maybe when I don't know if I'll ever see it again. I'll just be honest. Um, unless we have to do one in another, it might be another 20, 30 years before I see it again. But
yeah,
it was a nice
Yeah,
reminder of my childhood.
I'll watch it next year
yeah. I'll watch it next year for Christmas, baby.
because it's a
It's a
Christmas movie.
Christmas movie now. He even says to the taxi driver, Nigel,
Nigel.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. He says it. He
Oh,
says
there's
it.
Christmas decorations
Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I for sure. Yeah, it
I
is a
like it.
Christmas movie, straight out of the gate.
It's a great one to watch with your kids, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
especially
All
when
right.
you don't love them.
Real quick, couple fun facts here before we close out.
Okay.
Bangering is Jamaican slang, a Jamaican slang term that means chaos, uproar, disturbance, a hubbub.
Now, was that in the original?
What?
Is
This is
that?
just it's a Jamaican slang.
But this was that in is that in the books or is that just
Oh, I
a
think they
modern thing
just
into Hook?
it's a modern thing that they bring in.
Yeah.
So in the movie, when Peter's flying to Neverland, when Tinkerbell kidnaps him, the kissing couple on the bridge that start floating when the pixie dust lands on them is George Lucas and Carrie Fisher.
Wild.
Yeah, wild. Granny Wendy was only 56 years old when she was playing the 92-year-old Granny Wendy.
That lady's always looked old, though,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
she's oh yeah for sure.
She's looked
yeah.
old her whole life.
The line spoken by Rufio, "You're dead, jolly man," had to be spoken backwards by Bosco as the scene was shot and played in reverse, so the sword blade would come away from Robin Williams' face instead of towards it. His actual line spoken was, "Nami lad, I had right you."
Interesting. I did notice, like, that scene that, like, his lips looked weird when
Yeah,
he was saying it, but I had no reason. I thought maybe like the dub was off on the stream or something like that.
yeah,
But like it that part actually stood out to me, and it's funny that now I know why, because they
yeah.
filmed it in reverse.
Robin Williams' upper body and arms are shaved for this role.
He's
Uh,
very hairy.
Okay, here's one that maybe it'll make you think twice about Tinkerbell, Travis.
Okay.
Julia Roberts was named Tinker Hell because she was difficult to deal with, a reaction to her working conditions of solitude and green screen.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
listen, I'm not
Tinkerbell.
saying that she's not easy to be around. I'm just saying that
All right.
I'd have a good time
Julie
with.
Roberts, and here's another one. Julie Roberts almost put production into jeopardy when she fled California after her wedding to Kiefer Sutherland, Lost Boys, was called
Ooh.
off. She decided to avoid the press by hiding out in Ireland. A furious Steven Spielberg reportedly threatened to fire her if she didn't return immediately. She also went into like, I was reading some other things that she went into like, because she was so stressed out, like she went to go to a hospital or something.
Yeah, she's an awful person to work with, but I'm just saying,
All
smoking
right.
hot in 1991, very hot.
The last one, Gutless. You guys know who Gutless is, right?
Oh, of course.
No.
Oh. He's the one that goes in the boo box.
Oh, Boob.
Gutless.
Yeah, that's Glenn Close.
That's Glenn Close.
Also,
Did you
Crosby.
know that, Travis? Did you know that, Travis?
I don't know who Glenn Close is.
Here, let me
She's a
show you.
female actor.
Yeah.
You'd recognize her.
She's
Also,
from
Devil Wears Prada.
no, she's from the 101 Dalmatians live action.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I never.
Yeah.
What a weird, like. She's all like, "Hey, Steven, make me a pirate in
Yeah.
your movie."
I think her grandkid wanted to be in it.
In the
she's
Lost
like,
Boys.
no, you're not going to do it, but I'll do it.
No, I'm sorry. She brought her her granddaughter to set, and they asked her like, "Hey, do you want to be a pirate?" And she was like, "All right, let's do it." However, she talks.
Also, Crosby from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young was one of the pirates.
Yeah. Phil Collins was somebody too. One of the policemen.
So, do we get to announce what the final movie for the Christmas we're going to watch?
Sure, go ahead.
Miracle on 34th Street.
In the immortal words of Moose Jackson,
Life is always sweeter
After the cover save.